Hello, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the mid-October love check-in for the sign of Virgo. Alright, let's get right into it, Virgo. I've already been shuffling, meditating on your cards for quite some time. So we're going to be able to go right into cutting your deck. We're going to use the Celtic Cross Simplified spread today. So I'm going to switch up the spread that I'm using for the mid-month love check-ins. And I hope you're doing all right, Virgo. There is a link to the full October love forecast for Virgo at the top of the description. And all of the information about this video and my channels in the description. All right, Virgo, let's get right into it. Center card is Hanged Man, covered by Five of Wands. So a power struggle happening. Temperance energy is covering you. It's in your forefront, in the focus of your mind. And underneath, we have a Tower moment. Wow. All right, Virgo. Knight of Cups has come in recently, and you're going into a Ace of Cups. What a reading. At the bottom of the deck, of course, here we are. Queen of Pentacles. And so Pentacles... Pentacles and the material world, finances have been impacting readings lately. Certainly have been impacting the mid-October check-ins for most of the signs, right? In some way, a desire to move forward, either from a relationship into career, or the attention that you're putting into your career is affecting your relationships. This is not necessarily just for you, Virgo, but this is all the way across the board for the mid-October readings. So let's get right into it. At the center, we have Hanged Man energy covered by the Five of Wands. Well, Hanged Man energy, of course, is about just really maintaining the status quo, not really feeling like moving more than you have to, not doing more than you have to, not really putting an effort into anything. A lot of people look at Hanged Man energy as being stuck. But oftentimes it does look from the outside as if someone is stuck, but usually it's because they just don't feel like moving out of the situation. It isn't that they can't. The thing with the Hanged Man is that he just nothing has crossed up until now, of course, now that the card is being pulled. But up until now, this person, this character, hasn't had any inspiration. There's nothing that he or she has seen that has made them want to put more of an effort, has made them want to get out of their sort of situation that they're in, or environment they're in, or status quo sort of that they're maintaining. This is really sort of settling for less because you're uninspired. Now, the Hanged Man shows up in a reading when you have found something, right? So it's interesting because the Hanged Man talks about an energy previous to pulling this card, because here the Hanged Man shows the sign of enlightenment around his head, which means that, yes, the inspiration has now come in. And so when this card is pulled, it's not so much that you're still stuck or that you're still maintaining, it's that you've woken up. It's an awakening is what the Hanged Man energy is all about. An awakening that there's more to life, there's more that you want to do, and oftentimes this comes because something has come into your life to inspire you, which of course we see straight ahead is a love connection. I see right away, looking ahead with the Knight of Cups, this is what has come in to wake you up, Virgo, and sort of make you feel like now's the time to put an effort in. Interestingly enough, that energy is crossed with a Five of Wands. So there's a battle. There's a power struggle happening somewhere along the line now, right? Now that you're kind of wakening up, it's almost as if there's some kind of power struggle in your life, like someone has wanted you to remain stuck, has wanted you to remain in the position that you've been in up until now. And this awakening is causing an issue, right? Could be a current relationship that some of you are in, right? It could very well be a current relationship that some of you are in, and your person, you're fighting with them. It could be that you're arguing a lot, right? There seems to be a battle of wills going on. I'm going to say, Virgo, for some of you, you've been in a relationship, or I feel almost as if you've maintained a certain relationship, right? And I'm not even going to discuss how this relationship has been up until now, because there's no indication of that. But for some of you, you've been perhaps in a current relationship and this Knight of Cups has come in and your partner knows it. They feel it. They feel this energy coming in, kind of pulling you away. It could be that you've met somebody, and it's not even that you're cheating or anything. It's almost as this Knight of Cups is coming in as a suitor, and it's causing this power struggle now, right? Certainly for some of you who have been stuck in a kind of whatever relationship, this person coming in has made a huge impact. How do I know? Because we have the Tower moment and Temperance energy at the top. So it's like this Knight of Cups has come in, Virgo, and it's in your forefront, in your focus, right? And outside in your behavior to the rest of the world, you're being very tempered. You're probably not trying to show any signs of being interested in this character. You're probably not trying to. It's almost as if when they're around, you're almost maybe even ignoring them. It could be that you're not reacting to them. For some of you who are in a relationship, your partner is feeling it. Or it could be that this Five of Wands, this power struggles with your partner and this new person coming in. Or it could be with you and your partner. But you're trying to temper yourself because I think, Virgo, even you are kind of like swept away with the impact that this Knight of Cups has had on you. You know what I mean? Some of you will indeed be dealing with this sort of fiery, emotional person. I'm not even going to talk about what sign you're dealing with because that's kind of a misnomer. That's only sun signs. We have to look at the whole natal chart. But I can tell you that this person who's coming in is certainly resonating with a kind of very emotional but fiery energy, a very sort of quick-witted energy, but they are romantic. They may be coming in very sensual, very sexy. They have a kind of, I want to say a sort of like sexiness about them that's kind of seething beneath the surface, right? They're not outwardly in that way, but somehow the connection with you, they're coming into you, it's like, woof. And inside you're having a Tower moment in the sense that, Virgo, for those of you who are resonating with this, it's almost as if you've ever been in a relationship with somebody and somebody else walks in the door and you're like love at first sight with this other person, and suddenly your whole world is like just turned upside down, just completely upside down. Queen of Pentacles is in, which is quite interesting because for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles talks about how in order to manifest things her energy is sort of talks about manifesting your ideas and your goals on a material plane, but she talks about everything what's really required to do that. Queens are water. Don't forget all queens are a watery aspect of the suit. And so here we have our emotions connected to the physical work and labor that we put in. And so we talk about, with Queen of Pentacles, we talk about putting our heart into an endeavor, our heart into achieving a particular goal or ambition, perhaps a business or a career goal or some kind of material objective, right? It can be physically as well because the Pentacles rules the material plane, which is also to do with health, how you take care of your body, how you're taking care of your nutrition and things of that nature. Taking, just general physical well-being as well. All of these things are tied to Pentacles. Pentacles are not just representative of only money. The material plane is really important, and understanding how we need to put our emotions into manifesting our dreams on the material plane, which is where we live. Our bodies are in the material plane. Is very important. And so you understand this, almost interestingly enough, this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, in a sense that you begin to understand that in order to have a good relationship, in order for a relationship to really manifest in your everyday life, you really have to put your heart into it. And it can very well be that whoever you're with right now is not doing that for you, right? And that's why you've been almost feeling like you have been in a kind of hanged man stasis for those of you who have been in this situation, because the current relationship that you have been in until this Knight of Cups came in has been kind of just not really taking you anywhere, right? It hasn't really challenged you. It's just kind of very easy to be in. But now that this threat is coming in, and you're very much considering, wow, if I you know, this shakes my whole life up, because for some of you, you know, coming out of this relationship to take this cup of love from this night could involve an upheaval of your entire life. You're breaking up the current relationship. God knows how long you've been with them. And it's also just a Tower moment, because the current relationship you're in has kept you in this kind of stagnant space. And so coming out of this, not only coming out of this relationship is kind of an upheaval, but as a result of coming out of it, it's like your whole world and your life begins to open up again. And that is also the Tower moment for you, that you begin to expand again. This situation that you've been in has just kept you kind of stagnant for too long. And now this Knight of Cups is coming in, and it's almost like, oh my God, and what comes after? Of course, you come into an Ace of Cups, a new relationship. A beautiful, overflowing with love relationship. I don't know what else to tell you, folks. I'm going to pull a few more cards, but it's all pretty self-explanatory to me. It's a really nice reading, but it is tough in the sense that there's growing pains with the Tower, right? There's always growing pains with the Tower moment. And even if it is ultimately a positive thing in the sense that you're going to be moving to a relationship where it's a new love. It's a love that really speaks to your heart, but it's also the kind of love where this night of this person is able to physically show their love to you. Just like with this Queen of Pentacles. They're able to sort of manifest it on a material plane. You know, they make you feel like they love you. They do things for you. They may buy things for you. They're very considerate. All of these things, they really put their heart and soul into demonstrating, physically demonstrating their love for you. And this is also energy of Queen of Pentacles. And I think for you also, this is just something that you have been desiring, and certainly something that if you've been in a current relationship that's kept you stagnant, that's probably not been going on. All right, let's pull these 4 cards, and then we're going to call it, my lovely Virgos. Of course, Temperance energy is associated with Sagittarius. There's your Ace of Cups. Again, big love feeling. Prince of Discs coming in. And there's your 4 of Wands, which is the soulmate energy, and Ace of Discs. Beautiful. Look at that. It's so nice. So, bottom of the deck, we have 2 of Swords. So, understanding balance now, right? Balance is what's required. You feel 2 of Swords talks about being given a choice. And so for some of you, it may feel as though now you have to make a decision between your current situation or do you go forward, right? Let's just go through this briefly. Of course, Temperance is coming in with Ace of Cups is clarifying that card to say that, yes, indeed. You are resonating with Temperance energy because when you're around this individual, the love is just overflowing. And so you're being very, very cool about it. You're trying not to react. You're being very measured and tempered in your responses because this person, this new love interest has such an effect on you, really. And indeed, it's also the type of love that really makes you feel like bringing your A game. It's interesting. The Hanged Man really is sort of an energy where you kind of like, you do your bare minimum, right? You do the least amount when you're in that, you know, before Hanged Man shows up because the enlightenment has come in, you're waking up. But that previous period, it's like you do your bare minimum. Even hanging there, he's just barely hanging there, 1 foot. It's just like he puts no effort in. But with Temperance energy, we see someone who's putting a lot of effort into their actions, making sure that they're not reacting, but they're being true to their to themselves, right? That's the nature of Temperance, is not allowing people and the way people affect you to change who you are, to change the way you behave by being reactionary. And so there's strength involved with Temperance, being able to temper your emotions despite how people may affect you. Right? And so this is certainly, and it's a good thing though, right? It's a positive thing. It's putting effort in. Temperance is putting effort in. And so in this way, this new love interest that's coming in is making you want to be a better person. You can almost see that the Hanged Man, when he turns around and comes off of that Square is very similar in that sense. We have enlightenment as well. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful. And then, so let's get right into the bottom card as well. We have down here with the Tower moment, the Prince of Discs is coming in to support and be very practical. Right? So Prince of Discs is the same as Knight of Discs. And so the Tower moment, we're talking about a Tower moment in the sense that you realize now this current stasis, where you've been at the stage, the relationship, wherever path you've been on so far is ending. It's coming to an end with this crashing in of this love connection, right? And Prince of Discs comes in the sense that now you're going to have the freedom also to finally pursue your true goals and aims and ambitions, right? One of the things out of this relationship has also been this relationship has held you back in a lot of ways in achieving your own career ambitions and goals. And also this Tower moment is making the way for your Knight of Discs to finally progress forward. Your Knight or Prince of Discs is you finally being able to continue on your path with your goals for your life, which has taken kind of a back seat while you were here. Knight of Cups comes in. Of course, this is a great connection because it's a Four of Wands connection. That's the Four of Wands. Normally, we will call it in the traditional deck the 1111 card. Certainly soulmate energy. This connection with this Knight of Cups is a very stable connection. You have found somebody that's really your equal, that you respect equally. They respect you. And it's a newfound kind of stability that spurs you to want to be a better person, to want to do more. And in comes, of course, an Ace of Discs over an Ace of Cups. Not only does this connection lead to a new relationship, but it leads to an opportunity for abundance and for you to finally achieve a lot of your personal ambitions as well. This is a huge reading for some of you Virgos who have been stuck in a relationship that has also kept you from achieving some of your life's most ambitious goals, which is now the doors completely opening for you. Very, very nice indeed. Don't forget the Two of Swords energy comes in now. For some of you, I'm not sure if I finished my point earlier. Virgo, Two of Swords does have this energy of making you feel like you have to make a choice. But remember, the message with the Two of Swords, it's not so much, and there's your Knight of Discs at the bottom. More energy coming in terms of achieving your goals. Remember the Two of Swords talks about peace, right? It's Moon and Libra energy, and Moon and Libra is a balance, right? Two of Swords oftentimes comes in. It's when you feel as though you have to choose one or the other. Right now, it could very well be that you're feeling like this choice could be your current relationship or this new individual. It could also be that now this new love interest coming in, because I don't even think this is so much of a choice, right? This new person has really swept you off your feet, and so it's not so much of a choice. You choose this new love interest, okay? Certainly, if you're resonating with this, but I think for some of you, you're thinking, am I going to have to choose between them and my career or my ambitions? Now that I'm out of this relationship that's been holding me back, I want to go on my own path as well, and I want this connection. Is it going to be the same shit like with this person? And no, because here Two of Swords talks about finding a balance between the two choices, and this love connection indeed allows you to find a balance. It allows you, this individual is not going to be the same type of connection as this one was, right? As whatever connection was holding you back here. This is an expansive connection, and there's going to be room for your love and your ambitious goals and your desire to put a lot of your energy finally into yourself and achieving your career and your ambition, your goals for abundance, right? Whatever that may be, and it's highly creative energy as well. Beautiful reading, Virgo. I'm going to call it. This is your mid-October. Very, very nice indeed. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. But for right now, Virgo, I'm just going to say have a wonderful, wonderful October. And yeah, we'll catch up with you in November for the November love forecast. All right, now. Bye-bye.